This is a rechargeable battery for a Neuton lawnmower, which is a great thing. I love these lawnmowers. I mean, the lawnmowers themselves aren't that great, but the idea of them is. You've got a rechargeable battery pack that goes in this case. No gasoline, no oil, okay? I have a small piece of lawn that I need to do, and this little mower did it fine. The problem is the battery. As usual, the batteries are the weak link. It's a lead acid battery, 2 of them, at 12 volts each, so when they're tied together, negative to positive, you get 24 volt battery here. It's a sealed lead acid battery, 2 of them. When the battery fails, you can order these online. You don't need to go and buy the whole new expensive battery box, battery setup from Neuton. It's proprietary, so it's going to be expensive. But you open up the case, you can get your battery, and you can order this kind of battery or any kind of replacement battery now easily on the internet. It's going to not be very expensive. So in this case, I have 2 batteries that are bad. One of them might be salvageable. I got 10 volts on this. It should be 12 plus. This one only had 5. This one, guess what? It's going to the recycling center. You do not dispose of lead acid batteries or any batteries in your garbage. It's toxic waste. It needs to go to your local hazardous waste facility, and most towns will have them at the dump or the MRF, the Material Recovery Center. They will accept your paints and your batteries and your compact fluorescents, which have mercury in them. All that needs to go, and your thermometers and your mercury thermostats, all that stuff needs to go to the hazardous waste facility and not to the landfill. And I know if you've got this mower, you're probably somewhat environmentally conscious because you wanted to get away from your gasoline mower and have an electric mower, in this case a rechargeable electric. Now, this weak link here is where the charging unit gets plugged into this piece. Now this happens to have failed. When I plugged it in, I couldn't get a good fit. And on the old style it was a vertical, and on the newer they turned it horizontal so people weren't jamming, putting downward force on this pin. I tried to get a replacement for one, but I couldn't. Fortunately, I ran into a guy who had one of these. The batteries were dead, but it was the new style, and what I really needed was a new little board with the adapter pin working, and it works fine. So I was able to salvage, not have to go and buy a new one, because my old batteries packs were good. Anyway, it's real easy to swap these out. They slide in and they hook together, the positive, the negative. It just goes like that, and it slides in to the case. And this part, this is a little confusing. The metal. It turns out it's really easy. It's got a little tab there. If you can see that, it just slides right on to the pin. You see the pin right there. It's just, and the red is obviously the positive, and this is red, which is nice that they color coded it. And it just slides right on like that. You do need to be careful here. This is 24 volts. You do not want to create a circuit through your body by touching it at the same time. You could touch one side, you can touch the other side, but please don't touch both sides. You will get a shock. You will not like it. Even 24 volts, that'll pack a punch. It could even give you a heart attack. So you do need to be careful with this, especially if the batteries have a charge. Even a low charge is still a charge. All right. So if you want to play it a little safer, you could, while you're fiddling with these, you could do this, take these apart. It's not, a little easier with needle nose pliers. But anyway, you get the idea. Do not touch at the same time. So then you would have to slide this in fairly carefully. Okay, do not touch at the same time. And poke that in. And you're going to be good to go here in a minute. See that? Fits right in. Oh! Okay. Sorry about that. Then your plate will go on and you'll be back in business. The actual connection to the lawnmower is down here through these holes. So that's pretty much it. Again, do it yourself. You'll save yourself some money and you'll be back in business on your Neuton first generation rechargeable electric mower. By the way, this is the battery pack MA 2.0. It's 24 volts, 2 packs. That's about all I have to say on this item.